Welcome back, Stingers. I'm still here answering your questions and replying to comments that were made under my videos. Now, this one has me totally confused, and I rarely get confused. So let's see what they had to say. Hang on one second. Let me find this comment. Okay, here we go. I am a Scorpio ascendant, 29 degrees. Cancer Sun, 29 degrees. Sag Moon, 29 degrees. But I feel like a Scorpio most of the time. I have a desire to be around people, but prefer being alone. Gemini is my problem. Now, this is confusing to me because a Cancer Sun who's 29 degree is literally going into Leo. So a late degree in any sign is like they've been there, done that, they've settled into the energy of that sign. 29 degrees, literally minutes from going into the next sign. So you feel like a Scorpio, but you're like minutes away from being a Leo. Let's keep going. My Scorpio ascendant is 29 degrees. So your ascendant is literally on its way to Sagittarius. Hang on a second. And you have a Sag moon, 29 degrees. Literally, you have a Sag moon, 29 degrees, on its way to being a Capricorn. So 29 degrees, I don't know how far away. Maybe it's 29 degrees, 58 minutes, and you were literally... So if we round up a little bit, you could have really been a Leo, right? With a Sag rising and a Capricorn moon. Can you please, for the life of me, tell me how there's a feeling of Scorpio? I just want to know. I just want to know. And you know, for all of you astrologers out there, go in the comments. Go in the comments and talk to me. Tell me how this person feels like a Scorpio. With all these late degrees that are on their way to the next sign, literally. Now, if someone, and you guys know that I don't like that I feel like a Scorpio. It's like me saying I feel Chinese, which I'll never know how that feels. I don't care if I grew up in China, if I ate Chinese food every day, if I was raised in a Chinese neighborhood. Honey, I'll never be Chinese, so I don't know, I don't understand when people say that. I truly don't understand them. Not being facetious. I'm not a facetious person. But for the sake of you guys and your brain, if this was a Libra at 29 degree and said, wow, I really, the Libra qualities that I have that are mostly social and this and that, I feel like I'm a little bit more of a loner, and it's a little bit toned down. And of course, on an astrological level, that would make sense, being literally on her way to being a Scorpio, like 29 late degree on the way being a Scorpio. You know, that would be understandable. That would click. It would make sense. But if you're a Cancer on your way to being a Leo, I can't. Makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm sorry, guys. That's all I have for you today. That's all I have for you today. What I will say about 29 degrees being a late degree, when you start, some of you have your suns like 0 degree, which is like critical degree. That's like the beginning energy. And you're like, ooh, what is this? This is new. This is, it's kind of like more, you'll see 0 degrees, like those beginning degrees. They have more spark to them because they're just like, what is going on? What is this? And then you get to the middle degrees who kind of like settled in. Like my son is in a middle degree of Scorpio. So I'm like in there. I know what's going on. I'm not fresh and new. And the late degree is like, we've been there, done that. Like the energy's already matured. It's already curated. They got through all that. And then they're like hopping on to the next. So it's just like, when you start understanding this and people start throwing these things out there, for me, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't, how you feel like this. I don't know, honey. And maybe, you need to understand yourself better. I will say this. I like being alone and by myself. Like a lot of people like being alone and by themselves. Like the earth signs are a little more introverted. You know, they're feminine sign, they're receptive. They're, you know, they're loners too. They like chilling and kind of being a little bit more introverted. It's not just Scorpios who are introverted. In fact, you know, you'll find some introverted Aquarians, and they're the people sign, but they're kind of lone wolf because they're just different, and that's probably why they do a lot of loner things, because people don't understand their eccentricity. And so, you know, a lot of people kind of like being by themselves sometimes. They, you know, they enjoy their company. So that doesn't mean that it's only a Scorpio trait, okay? So just, you know, kind of watch the things that you just make up about yourself, you know, be cognizant of it. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can get a master chart reading so we can talk about that and I can break all that down and say, what does this mean and what does that mean? And maybe there's other things that you want to try and figure out in your chart, and we can go through that. You can get a one-on-one with me. You can get a transformation course with me. I'm doing forensic charts right now. You can get all of my books, my paperback and audio books, which, by the way, are all 30% off right now by using the code BOOKSALE at checkout. That's all I have for you guys. I'll see you soon.